fine. It was fine, but it wasn't good. It was adequate. A Roger Bannister joke? What was I thinking? Who knows who ran a four? I had to look it up. And I love trivia. No one, people are like,
I mean, apparently a lot of people knew it wasn't Roger Bannister, so that's something.
Well, that's true, yes.
They wouldn't have been able to correct you if they hadn't known.
Now with repetition, I bet everyone in chat will remember at least for a while.
That Roger Bannister ran the 4-minute mile in like 1954, and it was a very big deal.
There you go.
It was like somebody's finally run faster than 4. Oh, lots of people have run a mile fast. I mean, you have to be running like 15 miles an hour, which is really effing fast.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to stop local recording now.
Yeah, that sounds fine. Sorry, we had a...
Yeah, I love
We had a bad
Roger
night.
Bannister now, says Darren OO. Roger ran a 4-minute mile. Grout NASA, I remember 4-minute mile was a big deal at the time. Grout NASA, are you 70? Because he broke this record a long time ago. I think that's what the movie Chariots of Fire was about, though. Running really fast?
All I know about Chariots of Fire is the music and the running in slow motion along the beach.
Yeah, I think that was training. I don't know. I'm going to look it up while
IDK.
Paul comes over here. It's probably not relevant. Who cares about Chariots of Fire aside from its incredibly iconic theme that has lodged itself in the collective memory of humankind for no apparent reason?
Time to test Graham's built-in ability to pronounce Scottish names. I'm Clan Farquharson, so go. Oh. I hope I got that right then. Har Quamarson.
To tell you the truth, I always assumed Chariots of Fire was from a movie involving chariots, but that was just me.
Yeah.
I didn't actually think about it that hard.
Okay. Chariots of Fire is a 1981 British historical drama. It tells the... Oh, no, it is about running. It tells is a fact-based story of 2 athletes in the 1924 Olympics. Eric Liddell...
Sorry.
I need to move this cord before I can slide my chair over. 1 second. That better?
Yep, thank you. So make sure there's enough room for Paul in here.
Wait. I should change this.
Eric Liddell, a devout Scottish Christian who runs for the glory of God, and Harold Abrams, an English Jew who runs to overcome prejudice. Oh, there's so many feelings here. This film was conceived, blah, 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 blah.
This is not relevant. No, please, Kathleen, don't.
Wow, this is a...
Sorry,
oh
I want to
my
get
God.
through this. I don't care about Chariots of Fire right now. I want to get through the stories.
There's a huge plot summary in Wikipedia. Somebody has put too many details into the Wikipedia plot summary.
I love, wow, this has so many feelings. Blah, 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 blah. Okay.
Hey.
Sorry about this, people. This is going to be a bit of a bit.
Hey, you know what's a surprisingly common esports injury?
Yeah, collapsed lungs.
Yeah.
I looked it up. It's common, and nobody really knows why, but they think it has to do with people who have a skinnier build, poor posture, and who live a largely sedentary lifestyle. Sounds like a lot of esports.
Oh,
pros.
Shit.
Sounds like us, honestly, except for that slim build.
Yeah, the...
Paul is at risk for a collapsed lung. Me and Graham, not so much.
Yeah, the... in particular, it's like spontaneous collapsed lung. Because there's like getting your, lung collapse from some sort of injury. But this is just like, it just happens.
Yeah.
I'm curious if it has to do with like holding your breath.
Yeah, one of the people in the article
mentioned
did
that,
say
yeah.
that you tend to hold your breath when you're under stress, and there's a lot of breath, probably not realizing it or holding their breath during tense moments in games. Hunched over computer, poor posture, not really going outside and eating a lot because you're like training as a professional athlete, but like sitting down to do it. Poor diet, because you're young and you can eat garbage. A lot of smoking.
How many esports teams are sponsored by garbage energy drinks, right?
Smoking apparently is a contributing factor, so obviously.
What about vaping, though?
I don't know. I don't think there's studies on it yet. But if you didn't think it was bad already, don't smoke. It's bad for you.
Yeah. This story was particularly about, there's been 4 fairly high profile ones that have happened like either during or, right around big esports events that have caused people to have to either drop out, or there's a couple situations of people basically playing through it.
And then doing badly.
Yeah. apparently there's one guy who who's playing through it, and the reason why he knew that was the problem is because it had happened twice before.
Jesus.
Yeah, once you have one
get your lungs figured out.
Once you have one spontaneous pneumothorax, you can have multiples. That's the technical term for a collapsed lung that collapses for no reason.
Oh, great. It's like dislocating your shoulder. It just gets easier every time.
Yeah.
Whatever doesn't kill you just makes you easier to kill.
Yeah, weaker, actually, and more likely to die of the same thing when it comes back.
That whole whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger thing is basically always
Not unless
incorrect.
you have that elephant man skin condition and your skin actually grows back like hard.
That's
bad,
also
though. Really bad
yeah,
too,
then that
in some
kills
way.
you.
So now people are going to roll up to esports tournaments with their own keyboard and mouse and headphones and oxygen tank.
Yeah.
As a side note, what I thought was kind of cool, or not, and it shouldn't be surprising, but one of the people they interviewed for this article was a woman who is basically a professional, physiotherapist, sports trainer person who is on retainer on one of these teams. Her job being just to work with these guys and try to get them, and help them out just the same way there's a massage therapist and stuff on the team for like a hockey team.
A lot of like seized shoulders and stuff.
Yeah, and just.
Oh, RF232, no. I didn't realize that was not the case. I will tell James.
Hey, also, speaking of professional esports teams, in North America, League is going to franchise.
Yeah.
Which you think, what, like a Wendy's or a Tim Hortons? I mean, like in the way that the NBA has only approved franchises. So right now you can start an esports team and be like, what up? We're going to be the League champions. But that is not the case anymore. They want to go forward with franchising. So basically you have to be like, I want to start a team. And Riot will be like, I approve your team. And therefore you will pay me $10 million. Because that's how much it's going to cost for a League team license.
Jeez.
However, when the thinking being, once you have professional sanctioned teams like that are officially recognized, not just whatever esports team, it'll be easier for you to get sponsors and stuff like that, and like market your teams.
I hope so.
And like they're also talking about like they didn't say the word union, but sort of a players union, and it'll be very much in a league sense, in that there'll be sort of a profit sharing agreement, like. You have to return a share of your profits to the league, but then the league will return a share of profits to like all teams in general. So it's basically like a rising tide lifts all ships, and that way, like teams that don't have as much sponsorship will still be able to compete and keep the league interesting.
It's a hell of a buy-in though, because you got to pay your team, right?
Yeah,
there's
but I mean,
so much infrastructure there.
It's not
plus,
cheap to run a professional sports team,
well,
right?
no, but
I mean,
That's
it's
why
indicative
it's the playground of Mark Cuban and other rich people.
Yeah, I mean, it's indicative that I imagine people who are in a position to theoretically to get a franchise for a team probably think the $10 million is fine.
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, I mean, yeah, because like the point being, like the idea is like people who want to support a professional sports team for a sport that that young people want to watch. Apparently, there's rumors that Overwatch is going to do the same thing, and it's going to be like $20 million to get a League Overwatch team license. Or franchise.
That one I'm a little surprised at, just because Overwatch doesn't already have, like if you've got a high level league team, League of Legends team, you are making millions of dollars. But I mean, the other thing about this is that it's an interesting aspect of it, that it makes it like the team more important, or like as an entity sort of apart from the players.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, I mean, yeah, now you can switch out all the players on a team, and the team would still be called the same name, but they don't usually the turnover on a team is like, a couple people or whatever.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But the idea that a particular team has a legacy more than the individual players
Yeah.
is an interesting idea.
I don't know if this is
The
good, but
Overwatch
it's
League was announced a year ago, and it's the main reason there aren't Overwatch tournaments. Oh yeah, the Overwatch League. Here we are.
I don't know.
It was announced in November.
I feel like there's definitely an argument to be made for making like esports more like regular sports, because people who play like basketball and football tend to make a lot more money than people who play esports, right? And those teams do generate more revenue and stuff like that. And so it could raise the profile of the sport and make conditions better for the players because there'd be more money in the system, but at the same time, it basically means that, you know, you can't just be like, what up? I'm like, this is a team of me and my buddies, and we're going to just enter the biggest league tournament and win, right?
Right.
Because you can't do that. You won't be able to do that anymore. Not that that really happens anyhow, but like you can have like those, you know, dark horse teams come out of nowhere, right?
Yeah, I mean, and right, it's a presumably, like hopefully it'll increase the profile of stuff, but
yeah, it will be harder to break in, says Vire. But yeah,
I mean, this is literally you know, gatekeeping, right?
Yeah.
But this is the situation, like, it's not necessarily a bad thing, right? Like, this is explicitly gatekeeping for a specific reason. And obviously, not all tournaments will be done under this. Like, there'll be lots of people playing League of Legends that aren't part of this thing. Mm-hmm. But presumably it will be the Riot official ones or whatever.
Sketchy details. I generally check the Watch and Play email on Wednesday mornings before Watch and Play. But this week, Ben's in town, so we have other plans.
Such plans. People are like, yeah, but if there's no player union, players are going to get screwed over. I mean, what I read is they're looking like creating like a players association. Is union's a bad word?
Realistically, I think...
I hate that.
Realistically, it seems like something like that. Like, there have been, we've talked about on CheckPoint, actually, other sort of players' union like organizations that have not been that successful. Mm-hmm. And I feel like this is actually, you know, that a players' union has a better chance of existing under this system than the current sort of free-for-all.
I think so, because under the current sort of free-for-all, you can be like, well, I'm firing all of you and just starting a new team. But like, you could... And like theoretically with this system, you could actually just mandate, like, there's an oversight, right? You could just say everybody's part of the union. Yeah, exactly. Like all your players have to be in the player representation association, and that there's the conduct that applies to all players, right?
Whereas if there isn't any sort of central accountability with the thing, you can't say everybody playing League of Legends has to be part of this players union. Doesn't really make sense, right?
No, but everybody who plays in the professional in the Riot controlled League of Legends, like North American League, all your players on these, like, you know, franchise teams have to be part of the players union, and it gives them sort of like certain, well, association, I guess. And it gives them sort of like powers over, like, you know, what their cut of team revenue is and just stuff like that, right? So ideally it's better.
Anyway, I think the big problem they're going to have is that the game is called League of Legends, and now this is a league, which is just it's something they've got to work out what they're going to call
the League of Leagues. No, the League of
So
Legends.
Theoretically, the people in this are the Legends. Maybe this is the League of Legends.
Oh, snap.
Anyway.
Darren00 says, ooh, collapsed lung insurance.
Lol.
Bungie doesn't care about Destiny anymore is the clickbait headline. Bungie is no longer going to be updating Destiny 1. The quote from their weekly update was, we've heard a lot of people asking about what's going on with, if there's going to be any more balance updates or anything coming to Destiny 1, and we are focusing entirely on Destiny 2 right now.
Yeah.
They say at this time, but that... I guess if that implies that, maybe they'll go back to it. No. Like, once Destiny 2 comes out, they want you to be playing the new thing. So
they're not going to support Destiny.
Destiny as it exists today
is Destiny
forever now. So.
Yeah. I mean, Blizzard is one of those, not Blizzard, sorry, Bungie is one of those companies that is, they basically do the super focused, they hardly ever work on more than one game at a time, even.
Mm-hmm.
Foxmore, this is talking about like patches. Like there's no more balance patches or tweaking or anything to do with like the sandbox, like how things shake out. Because people are still annoyed about how special ammo works in the Crucible, right? So this is like
not talking about content.
Yeah, not talking about content update. Just like any patches or anything Like the live team is just not on D1 anymore. So.
Yeah.
Basically their philosophy is that Destiny 2, or their what they're working on, their idea is that Destiny 2 is going to be strictly better Destiny. Like it's going to be better in every single way. There's no reason why anyone would want to play Destiny 1 once Destiny 2 comes out.
Yeah.
So effectively, Destiny 2 is the next patch for Destiny.
Yeah.
In the sense that it's everything that we want Destiny to be going forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like this is kind of like people should have seen this game day coming. It was not a surprise. They probably like, all right, Destiny 2 is supposed to be coming out in a few months, and we got to get everybody onto this to get it going, right? To make sure it launches cleanly, because that game needs a clean launch.
Yeah, but I mean, like a lot of companies continue to support new game, like old games that come out. Speaking of Blizzard keeps updating Diablo 2.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Blizzard's a special case, though.
But the idea, but I think it's that Bungie is, despite their influence on the industry, Bungie is actually a comparatively small company in the great scheme of AAA developers.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they're pretty huge.
But just in the sense, I guess maybe I guess more that they just like act like a small company in the sense that they just have that, like obviously they've had a team working on Destiny 2 while Destiny 1 was going.
Yeah.
But they do seem to be very much like, let's just do this one thing well, or as good as we can.
Yeah.
As opposed to having a whole bunch of different properties that they're working on at the same time.
Well, like the last update for, that's true, and the last update, content update for Destiny was the Age of Triumph with like the not the Age of Triumph, sorry, the Rise of Iron, which added like the new patrol zone, the plague lands, and everything, and all that was done, unless I'm misremembering, though Ben can probably tell me if I'm misremembering. That content was done like by the live update team, because the lead design team had already moved on at that point.
Oh, I see.
Which
Rise of Iron?
yeah, someone was telling me that Rise of Iron was.
It might be.
Yeah.
I know that they generally took over like the bulk of anything to do with Destiny 1.
Yeah,
Almost
yeah,
the
exactly.
entire team.
So, which is a little why, which is
Foxmar says that is the case, yes.
So that's why, or at least that's assumed why. For example, there's areas in the Plague Lands where you can just walk out of the map. Like, don't even have to do it. You don't even have to do it that like tricky. You can just sort of leave. It's real funny.
Really should
Your
have put a
walls
wall
can't
there.
hem me in today.
Yeah.
In Gap Filler, maybe, Destiny 2 could mean more Destiny Tales.
I wanted to do more for Destiny 1. We just didn't have time. I had one like half scripted for like Vault of Glass. Like that was just like focused on that raid. I wanted to do one for
Definitely
different
more
raids.
Destiny
but-
Tales for Destiny 2.
I hope so,
But it'll
yeah.
be fresh and everybody will be excited about it.
All right, other story.
There's not much else that we didn't already talk about. There's something about 31 years later, groundbreaking MMORPG Habitat is coming back online, and I have no idea what that is.
Okay, so this is mostly exciting. So Habitat is generally considered to be the first graphical MMO. There were like
Text-based MMOs.
MUDs and stuff before it, but and it was for the Commodore 64,
Hey!
which apparently had a modem
Wait, yeah, hang on.
or a network capability.
Interesting.
So yeah, it was a thing. And so a few years ago, one of the original developers of it gave somebody the source code for it, and it got kind of leaked around and stuff. And so a team is, some people, video game preservation type people, have been working for a while on updating it and making it so that it can both run in like a modern, will run in a Commodore 64 emulator,
Right.
but also interface with obviously the server that it was originally designed for doesn't exist anymore either.
Right.
So a system that can interface with the new server and stuff. It looks like, from the stuff I've seen of it, it looks like it's basically like a sort of Habbo Hotel style like chat, like people walk around in a little room with an avatar and chat with each other.
Fair enough.
It's not what I would call like super sophisticated,
Right.
but it's neat. And yeah. So if you are interested in Commodore 64 stuff, that is a very and the origins of MMOs. It's very cool. I was actually thinking when we were doing the story, the rhyme thing, because
you played it,
and Heather and I played it before and after.
Yeah.
And I will say that the initial load times did seem a little faster. Then again, our gaming PC just has a regular hard drive in it.
Right.
The spinning hard drive. A lot of the stuff, some of the stuff I was reading, people were saying that they were noticing a big change on if they were running it on an SSD. So
And you did update the game between those streams?
yeah,
Okay.
checked.
Interesting.
Although one of my random pet peeve I have, there's no way to tell in Steam whether a game is updated or not. It's so annoying.
Is there not?
There's not only no way to tell whether a game did update.
Right.
There's also no way to tell what version of the game you currently have. Unless the game like gives you its version number like on its opening page or on its
Right.
like menu screen or something, which a lot of games do. But in the Steam interface, there's nothing that tells you what version of the game you have.
That seems like a huge oversight.
If you click on the Steam link that's like, tell me the update history of this, it takes you to the game's blog page.
No!
Where they tell you that an update happened, but you don't know whether you have that update.
That seems...
Yeah, if you
like-
catch it updating.
Yeah.
If you see it updating in
And
the
you
downloads.
can't view
like
your
seeing the
download.
Bob
You can't view your download
seeing
history
the
either.
Duke.
Like you can't look at things that have been downloaded, so
Right.
you can't look and see whether that was downloaded.
Do you think if you catch a Steam game updating, like it's like like you see a shooting star or find like a rainbow or something like
Yeah.
that, like it's a lucky
If
occurrence?
you see it updating, then it has to stop updating. That's how it works.
You're right.
It's like a treasure goblin.
Yeah.
Anyway. Sorry, that's unrelated to the rhyme thing. It's just a pet peeve of mine.
That's about it, honestly. Unless there was anything else you
sorry
guys
for
wanted
being
to talk
so
about.
cranked, but I was like doing so well on both my stories.
That's fine.
And then screwed them both up, and I was so mad at myself, and thereby by extension was venting on you, the chat, and I apologize for that.
It's okay.
Stay angry.
And on our table.
Yes, the table I don't apologize for because it's an infeeling mass of wood with no nerve endings. It's an unfeeling mass of wood.
Mm-hmm.
It's a table.
It doesn't mean a table.
It's non-sentient, but you, the chat, are a bunch of sentient beings with feelings and hopes and dreams and ambitions and cookies hidden in clever places in your cupboards.
Really?
Somebody in
I'm
the
going to come
chat.
to your house.
Somebody in
Like,
the chat
we
could
have,
be a
like-
table.
We have like the side cupboard that you like don't look down, and that's where the Tim Tams are.
Yeah.
But the cupboard of shit, we have Tim Tams.
Yeah. I like that cupboard.
Yeah,
Because every time I'm like, whoa.
they're all from PAX Australia because people give us like so many Tim Tams, and people were like, okay, we're gonna bring like half of them to the office for group consumption, so they're gone in approximately 18 seconds.
Yeah.
We thought let's save like 3 boxes for us, just because we both like Tim Tams and occasionally have like a Tim Tam, some tea, and we went in November and we still have like a box and a half. Turns out you cannot eat that many Tim Tams at once.
Well, you can. We just keep forgetting that they're there because they're in the secret Tim Tam cupboard.
Yeah.
Seems like a good system.
And the thing is, I only ever go in that cupboard when I'm like getting like bread for like toast in the morning. So I'm
Right,
like,
when you're not
open
like
the cupboard,
a
I'm
huge
like,
toast eater.
oh yeah, we have Tim Tams. I got to remember that for later. Get bread, make toast, etc.
Yeah, because you're going in there at times where you do not want to eat a Tim Tam.
Yeah. Then
Secret-
later today, it's
Secret
No one wants
cookies
a
are the
9
best
a.m.
kind of
Tim
cookie.
Tam.
yeah.
How did we get started on this?
I think you were talking about it.
You said that the chat had cookies secreted in there.
Right, because
Yeah,
they're human
how we got
beings. And
started
that's
on-
something that
Right.
humans do.
How you got started on this is you started this.
Yeah.
That's how we got
If
started.
you ever
on
meet
it.
somebody who's like, here is my cookie selection out in the open for all to appreciate, they are a fucking monster or an alien, because real people are like, these are my cookies. I bought them and they're delicious. I do not want to share them. Did you buy Oreos? No.
All right, let's welcome some people.
Yeah.
Now, we're actually going to do welcomes from the keynote stream as
Oh.
well as this.
Because you forgot?
No, we remembered, but Lurbot died,
Oh.
so we didn't have the and the web page died too, so we didn't have the list. So anybody who's still watching, who was also watching during the WWDC we are going to thank you now.
And hey, heads up to anyone who uses Amazon Prime internationally, which is to say not in the United States or Canada, because it worked in Canada. Twitch Prime now works in other places.
I believe it works everywhere that Amazon Prime.
So if you have Amazon Prime, but previously you were unable to connect it with Twitch Prime, you can do that now.
Woo!
And you definitely, if you or someone in your family has Amazon Prime, you should get in there. And obviously, we'd love it if you use the free subscription on us, but you should just use it on whatever streamer you want, because it's $5 free that you can just give to a streamer.
Us or other streamers that you appreciate. You take that Amazon money and make them spend it.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
So
Amazon gets lots of money.
Amazon makes enough money.
Somebody in chat.
Twitch Prime works even if your country doesn't have Amazon.
Wow. Wow. Somebody in chat said, the Tim Tam, you can buy Tim Tams at the Save-On in PG, unless they're different from Australian Tim Tams. No, those are the same Tim Tams. They're like chocolate biscuits with a filling and a chocolatey coating. They're very rich. That's why you can eat like one a month. Also, yay, Prince George. Cameron and I are from there. All right.
All right, let's do this. Welcome.
Let's do it.
Starting with Rathmore TV, who's a new subscriber. Welcome.
Woo! Dogma for 35 months says, please, 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 new MVP.
MacBook Pro. Didn't happen, did it?
No.
To Panda.
No,
with a 5-month resub. Welcome back to
they
Panda.
speed bumped.
Oh, okay, good.
Lorcanis for 15 months. 15 months, wow. Where the L or F has time gone?
Where's the F has time gone, yeah.
VM Kid for 20 months says, come on down to Dave's Discount Apple Hardware. It might be discounted, but you still can't afford it.
Vire with a 17-month resub. I almost tried doing the Perl JAPH script again. This time people might even get just another Perl hacker, and I might even get paid to write Perl without a time machine. I don't understand.
Anubis169 for 42 months says, a button. Happy muffins. We're awesome.
Okay, Paul, you can take this one.
I'm sorry.
Justin Stratton is a new Patreon person. Welcome, Justin Stratton.
I couldn't bail out. I was in the middle of reading it.
Go.
Let Jimmy mad. No!
The Big Mac D, welcome back. Jorge Random Spaniard with a 13-month resub, welcome back.
Arthurist is a new subscriber. Welcome, Arthurist.
Traco Gamer for 42 months says 41 months is the Kegerator anniversary Lurhorn.
Really?
Sounds good to me.
Inkslayer with a 14-month resub says, thanks for delaying the stream until I could get home from my mandatory work event. Thank you.
Gobbledygook is a new subscriber. Welcome.
Ryson for 45 months. Woo.
N2 Osferatu with an 8-month resub. Didn't take out the PS4 and P5 on our beach trip this weekend, but it was close. Secret cat bus, though.
It's not. It's Nosferatu.
Nosferatu.
Baby Blue Hippo is a new subscriber. So adorable.
Blue Mechanic for 36 months says 36 months. That is genuinely a significant amount of time. Keep up the great work.
Thank you. We really appreciate it. Blackblade725 with a 35-month resub. Glad I was able to watch live. I guess breaking my arm has some advantages. Oh God.
Feel better soon.
Wishing you a speedy recovery.
Reynard Wrecker for 5 months. All stories are better with Vikings. 5 months for the Allfather.
Wow. Napalm Sideburns for 34 months says horn.
I thought you had the thing the thing with... Anyway, Miniwhack with 24-month resub says these past 2 years have been good and bad, but one constant source of good is LRR. Thanks for everything you guys do, and I'm glad to support you through all through Twitch. Thanks, Miniwhack.
Thank you.
Yay.
I thought you had the emotes working.
Nope.
Oh.
Hot Pole Studios for 4 months. Totally looking forward to the new Stream Derek.
Steam Derek.
Steam Derek.
Right.
Biscuit Hipster for
Something
9 months.
Oh, it was on the it was on the back end page. Can play games with a 6-month resub. Balloon Fight's a great game. Okay.
Cataclysmic Reverb for 17 months. Good job on the username.
Lizard Cat for 3 months says, hope we are not interrupting. No, you're welcome here. Come on in.
Pinnery with a 13-month resub. Getting him a resub now before my lungs collapse, which is evidently imminent.
I hope it's not. Calaveth for 27 months.
Lonely Tex for 14 months says, fashionably late as always.
Rantling with a 26-month resub. Sharing my cookies with people is the only way I can survive the guilt of having cookies. Welcome back. Nice. I like that.
Master Shake 29X for 22 months. Points successfully checked.
You're just so eager.
My name is Izzy, for
My
27
name is
months.
E.
My name is E. Master Taco Hunter for 2 months.
And 275 bits from Foxmar 320, a Bronze Age God, Panicked Fox, and Samuel's the Derpeternal. The Derpeternal.
Paul, I'm sorry I keep stealing your things. Graham keeps talking and I get confused, and I don't know why. I'm very tired. I've gotten no sleep the past 2 days.
Yeah. Last night was no good.
All right.
So, coming up in just a little bit, we've got Tinker Tailor Solder Fry.
Oh, Rhino Law. Well, another sub just in under the wire there, but it doesn't tell me how long or if it was a resub or anything. But
Rhino Law,
Thank
thank
you
you for 89-month resub. We appreciate your ongoing
sure,
support.
why not? We'll make that up.
But yeah, in just under 3 hours, we got Tinker Tailor Solder Fry, where
Oh yeah, I'm so pumped for this.
Yeah.
Ian and Ben Dandy Geek.
Actually, Ben, you still out there? No, he's gone.
Are going to be making. So, well, I don't know what Ian's going to be doing, but Ben's going to be.
I think Ian is facilitating.
Okay. They're going to be making this, like.
They're going to be doing a
controller
Naomi
thing.
board.
Well, the Naomi, like the arcade board, making it work in a way. One sec. Ben! Can you come explain what Tinker Tailor is going to be? I can try. For anyone who saw Desert Bus 9,
Yeah.
we auctioned one of these off.
Sorry, it's easier if I just show it.
Yeah. So what is that?
Hey! Hi. This is a Naomi 2 board. Actually, it's a Naomi 2 board with a NetDem, and there's a GD-ROM drive over there. Ian and I are going to wire this up to some arcade sticks and also to a JAMA harness so that we can pump it onto a video monitor and play it. And if it works well, we might get to play it later in the week. And if not, one way or the other, Ian will be able to play it soon.
So we'll be able to play basically games from arcade stand-ups.
Yeah. Yeah,
on
from
this.
pretty much the whole Naomi kind of run of stuff.
Which was a lot.
I am out of frame again, sorry. Yeah, plenty of stuff.
Yes,
A lot
Ben
of
will
feedback
actually
on
be
it.
properly mic'd this evening, as
Yes.
opposed to now.
Yeah. I sorry that I'm just shouting into. Oh hey, sorry Paul, I don't mean to. Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah. But yeah, it'll be an interesting thing, and then also you will know how to do it if you really want to go find a used Naomi kit. So yeah, it should be fun. I'm sure we won't hurt ourselves. I'm pretty sure we won't hurt ourselves.
We didn't hurt ourselves on the shows where we were literally handling hot and sharp objects, and dealing with an element. So I feel like I'm very confident that the lure injury pulls will be very low. It might be like someone stubs a toe, right?
More like burns their fingers while soldering. That's more like
That's a constant threat around here, though.
Sure.
I'm pretty sure Ian's done that a couple times.
Oh yeah, he's definitely going to do a little bit of that. Yeah.
Oh, good. Anyway, so that's going to be that, and that is just under 3 hours from now, so come back for that. And lots of really good stuff this week. Ben's also going to be around for Watch and Play on Wednesday with some stuff that he's brought to inflict upon Alex. And then Crossing the Streams on Wednesday is going to be sort of a continuation of Watch and Play, but multiplayer stuff.
I think, hopefully.
Yeah, that's
That
the
sounds
plan.
rad.
Alex is going to stick around as well, so it's going to be watch and multiplay.
And on Tuesday, I believe, is currently
James is going to do a thing.
not known.
James
is going to be doing anything? Okay.
He said on Slack that he would do a thing.
All right.
James,
There aren't a lot of new games that are coming out this Tuesday, so
I mean, if you guys need somebody to do something, I will just, out of the goodness of my heart, bring my PS4 in here. I could play Persona 5 for a few hours at work.
not
if you're
a
really
new day. It's a new game.
I want to play Persona 5 at work.
You can.
Because I play it at night, and then I don't sleep.
We'll coordinate with James. You're in tomorrow.
Yeah, except James has plans already.
Well, coordinate with him.
Yeah.
For when he's doing those plans.
That's true.
All right. We're going away.
All right.
Yep.
Bye, guys.
I guess the events page is not currently updated for a lot of stuff. But
not for tomorrow, but
we will endeavor to do that so that you can see stuff.
yeah.
So, yes, we will see all y'all later. Wait.
There it is.
There you go.
And wait for it.
Bye-bye.
There it is.
Bye.
Bye.